Hello. I feel so nervous. Oh my gosh. Anyway, hi. Hello, hello. I'm waving at the screen again. Hello, hello. Hi, Val. Thank you for the resub and for the gift. That's so nice. Thank you. Hola. Haven't talked to you in so long. Hi, Lenaro. Hi, a priest moon. Did I say that right? I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't. I hope I did. I was gonna say I think I didn't. I hope I did. Welcome. Thank you for the lyric. Let me do posture check and hydrate. I actually need to. Oof. Okay, okay. I said it right? Perfect. I don't know what a priest is, but it sounds kind of pretty. I think. How are we doing? I'm sweating. Also because I'm nervous, but mostly because it's just really hot in here. Holy crap. Whew. Is everyone else sweating as profusely as I am? Because okay, first of all, my apartment has been 29.5 degrees Celsius, right? For, I mean, it was like 27 or 28 for a couple days, and then it was 29.5 for a day, and I about died. And I was 25.5, which is still really hot. It's still hot, even though it's not that bad outside. Like, outside it's actually a little bit chilly, but it just takes a hot minute for my apartment to cool back down, you know? And it's just. I'm gonna actually change the playlist to this one. So we have relaxing music. I like that better. It's so hot. And it's like, it pisses me off, you know? Like, the heat and sweating pisses me off. It makes me so angry. Like, especially is like if things go wrong, and a lot of things have been going wrong the last few days that normally would just like annoy me or upset me a little bit. Now I'm like furious, you know, because I'm already sweating, so how dare you upset me? You know? Hi James. Hello. A part of me feels like I never left, but a part of me feels extremely awkward because it's been weeks and I kind of feel like if it kind of feels like years, if that makes any sense. And I was also really worried that literally no one would show up and that everyone forgot about me. Which, you know, you never know. Let me stretch. I don't know if I'll get a stretch. I need another fan. I bought a fan just to have it. Like, okay, it was really hot, right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a fan. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care about anything. I just need it to arrive today. So I looked specifically in that category of like, will it arrive today? And I bought it, and then it wasn't gonna arrive that same day. So I panic and I'm messaging the company. I'm like, hey, so I'm kind of sweating my biddies off, and I kind of do need it today. So please deliver it today. They did, and now it's upstairs, and I kind of regret not bringing it downstairs. I'm sweating. Oh my god. Whew. And it's not even that bad, and I bet it's so nice outside. I wouldn't know because I don't go outside, but you know what I mean? Like, I've got the windows open, and sometimes I get a little outside breeze in my face, and it's really nice and cold. Anyway. Anywho. What should I yap about? I was like, okay, I could still play a game. It's just that I wasn't sure what game to play. Because I kind of wanted to. Hi, Sam! I know! I need to get back into it. I've been missing it, but at the same time, I feel mega awkward streaming it again. And I feel like I'm not wanted here. Does that make sense? Not that you guys are giving me those vibes. I just feel like that. Just because it's been really long and I feel kind of awkward. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I want to get back into it. I don't know. It is half red. What does that mean? What was that again? I forgot. 9 months. Okay. I don't know. Does that mean you already? I keep forgetting. Does that mean you're at? You could be at anywhere between 8 to 10 months. Pregnant, of course, but you know, we don't really know how far along you are exactly. I don't know. Wait, no, I can. No, I'm not gonna do the math. I can't do maths. You can do maths if you want it, but I'm not going to. But we could play something. If we want to, we can play something. I don't mind continuing. What were we playing? We were playing Skyrim. I just felt it felt kind of weird and awkward to maybe get right back into the game after weeks of not playing. And I was like, maybe we can just chat. But if we get bored or you guys get bored, we can do that. Or maybe some Phasmo, because there's been a big Phasmo update. I don't know if everyone has seen it. For the people that play Phasmo, have you guys seen the update? What do you think? There's been a big Phasmo update. Let me tell you about it. I don't know if I can spoil, but if there's anything that quote unquote is a spoiler, I won't tell you. It is a pretty big update, yes. Not seen it yet? I have clips of you crying that say otherwise. But, okay, so what they changed, right? Or what they added. So first of all, okay, I'm kind of excited now. Okay. No, there's no new map. I did hear they were thinking about adding another map or already working on it. I'm not sure, but it's not out yet. And I did also hear that they were gonna remake Tanglewood, which is the first base map, which I'm kind of worried about a little bit because that's my favorite map. And I think a lot of people agree with that. And so I'm kind of a little bit worried that they're gonna remake it. Like, what if they completely change it? Like, here's the thing, right? They did add, quote unquote, a new map, but that was a couple months ago. So maybe you're talking about that one. They redid Bleasdale, which is the big farmhouse. But the thing is, it's completely different. It looks nothing like the old map. And it's just kind of like, why won't you just call it a new map? You know, why is it like, ooh, it's a new Bleasdale? Girl, it's completely different. It has nothing to do with Bleasdale. Why not just call it a new one and just add a new one, you know? But it is a cool map. It looks very different than all the other ones. There's a tarantula in it, which I'm not too stoked about. But it is a cool map. But I mean, they're gonna add new ones. I just don't know when, and they're gonna redo one. I just don't know when. But what they actually added to this big update is trophies. That's one of the things. So if you're in the lobby, you can see all your achievement trophies. So you have one trophy for each ghost that you've ever ever found, that you've ever, I can't think of the right word, but you know what I mean. And then there's also my brain just farted completely. That was a big fart. What just happened? Where am I? What? Trophies. I was talking about trophies. Okay, sorry. And then you also have trophies for actual achievements of like, I don't know, just all kinds of things. So it's really cool. So that's been added to the lobby. They added a new device, like a new thingy. It's not new evidence, which that would be tricky if we had to get used to new evidence. So it's not evidence. It's a sound recorder. So it's kind of like an MP3. And you walk around with it, and sometimes the ghost will like speak in it, cry in it, laugh in it, whatever, and you need to record that. You don't have to. Sometimes you have to as like the side objective. But yeah, you can do that for extra money. And then they changed some things, like things that you could take a picture of, like a door being opened or an item being thrown. Those don't count anymore. You need to record that with a video camera. So basically, the way someone said it, which I thought was kind of a smart way to explain it, they said if you were to show a picture to someone and be like, yeah, a ghost did that, would they believe it? If not, then you need to video record it. So a door being open, okay, and who proves that a ghost did that? There's a book on the floor, okay, and you could have thrown it there. So if it's things like that, you need to videotape it. So some sounds have been added. I'm not 100% sure what else. I think it's mostly the sound recorder that's new. And they added a few new side objectives. It doesn't sound like it's that big of an update. It's a little bit bigger. I'm just not very good at explaining it, and I can't think of everything right now. And they're also still going to add, what's it called? Character customization? I'm back! Hi, Harold! Hello, hello. Thank you for the resub. I know. Okay, so if you're at 7 months, then so is Sam. Oh, right, because once you're past the 6 month one, you immediately go to the 9 month one. That's right. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I don't even think I asked anyone how they're doing. Ugh, I am so sorry. You're at 13 months, really? Wait, let me see when you. I love seeing when people followed and stuff. You've been following since June 12th, 2024. So that's over a year. You've been subscribed for 13 months. You've been subscribed the whole time? Like, did you subscribe day one? That's insane. That's insane. Damn. Yeah, well over a year. Oh my gosh. How's he at 9? I think. Okay, wait. Huh, wait, if you're at 7 months, shouldn't you also get the 9 month badge like Sam? I've been subbed, you also been subbed. That is true. Sounds bad. I mean, if it's the truth, no. Oh my god, James is freaking crazy! In a good way. In a good way, in a good way. Respectfully, I'm doing the heart. You know. Yeah, he said words before. So don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, you're good. Also, what happened? I think my computer might think I'm blind, which, that's true, baby girl. But don't out me like that. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, the chat is huge. Weehoo! Hello! Hi, hi! Welcome in, board mailbox. Some people's names are so creative, and that makes me feel really lame and boring. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a simple name, but it's also really funny and creative. Anyway, hi, welcome in. Actually, I feel like I'm kind of baiting a little bit because the title of the stream is, let's talk about my kitty, and I'm not even showing you guys my kitty, even though most of you have already seen her in the Discord. But oh, that scared me a little bit. Okay, so what I did, hold on, let me explain real quick why I just got scared. I turned on this little, it's Animal Crossing. So when I type in Google, or just use my keyboard when Google's open, I'll hear the Animal Crossing noises. And you redeeming the outfit preview all just made my Animal Crossing thingy talk, and it scared me a little bit. Anyway, let me show you guys. I cannot edit, okay? I did this on my phone. Don't say anything mean. I edited this little picture of my little kitty cat so she can be here with us. She's sleeping on my left on the floor. She's eating. She's taking a little nap. She was playing a lot today. It's been a busy day. So I figured I would take one of my favorite pictures and edit it really bad on my phone. And there she is. So she can be with us when we chat. Maybe you'll hear her meow at some point. She likes to yap sometimes. Out of nowhere, she'll just start meowing a bunch. But it's a very high-pitched meow, so I'm not 100% sure if you'll hear it. Also, hi, Aryan! I said hi in my head and I didn't say it out loud. I don't know why I keep doing that, but hello! Hello, hello! Isn't she cute? Oh, let me hydrate, sorry. I haven't been hydrating that well some of these hot days. I need to get better with that, but, real. Can't stay for long, just wanted to say slay. Thanks. What if I'm like twirling my hair? Been too long? I know. Okay, how long? I kind of don't want to know how long I haven't streamed, to be honest with you. I kind of don't want to know. The thing is, okay, here's the thing, right? I kind of want to get into it, but I kind of also don't want to get into it. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? No, because here's the thing, right? I'll get into it because why not? It's a chatting screen. 4 weeks? Holy shit! I feel really bad, and I'm really sorry. Like, I'm genuinely really really sorry. I'm not sure why, but I also am sure. I don't know. I just feel really bad. I didn't mean to, but little less than a month, not too shabby. The thing is, I was hoping it was gonna be like a week, like 2 tops. It's just, I couldn't really choose. You know what I mean? Anytime to cook and slay, you did cook. I tried. Let me tell you what went down, right? Oh God, Sam. Okay, well, someone's gonna get sick, or someone's gonna be pooping tonight, and it's gonna be you. Barbecue honey. Ugh, that sounds delish. Stop that. Health takes priority. I know. I shouldn't feel too bad. It's just I don't know. I was hoping it would just be like a week or two, so I feel kind of bad that it was more than expected. Um, but that is true. Health is most important, and I had to focus on that. So, speaking of health, here's what happened. I think most of you already know exactly, you know, um, I don't think anyone minds you not streaming. That did sound bad. I was about to say, like, damn, okay, if you don't want me to, like, you don't have to be here. Like, damn. I would like to think that some people were missing me a little bit. Like, damn. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. But anyway. um I know what you meant. I know. Um I'll try and keep it short because I yap too much and I go into detail when no one ever asks me to go into detail. I just can't stop. Basically, I started having tummy issues all the way in like end of December, begin January. Um and we're in July now. So it's been like well over 6 months of me struggling and having a tummy ache all the time and being nauseous all the time and not being able to eat. So um I'm not gonna go into too much detail for multiple reasons actually. But I I don't know if I should give like a trigger warning. I'm not gonna talk about anything too triggering. I just want to say one thing. Since I wasn't able to eat much because of all this bullcrap going on, your girl lost a lot of weight, right? I lost like 20 kilos, which in a way sounds like a lot, but at the same time it doesn't. Does that make sense? I don't know. And before anyone thinks I'm like unhealthily skinny right now, your girl was a big girl. I've been saying this. So it's fine. It's fine. Like I was quite chubby, now I'm a little chubby. You know what I mean? It's okay. It is kind of a lot to lose. Um I don't know. But in a way I'm like, 20 kilos in half a year doesn't is not that much. I mean, well, I don't know how true that is because I don't really know too much about losing weight and stuff like that healthily, but it's just the way I lost it is not healthy, obviously. But I couldn't really do much about it. So anyway, long story short, after I've been taking so many medications, so many different types of things for the past 4 to 5 months, um, it just didn't really work. And then I talked to a different doctor because we have three doctors at my doctor's office here. Like it's like down the street. And one of them was like, actually, try this. And I was like, why is this gonna work? Like, I've tried a lot of things. Why do you think this is gonna be the one? And she explained that it works very differently and it's just like, blah, 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 whatever. No one cares, right? So I took that and then I took that for about 2 weeks and then I got sick. So I stopped taking it because when I was sick, I felt nauseous and I was like, let me not also feel nauseous because of the medicine on top of that. Like, give your girl a break. Um, and since then, I have been taking like pills that you have to take with it, just not the drink that you have to drink. Whatever. Basically, I'm still yapping more than I should, right? Um, Went to the doctor on Thursday, and he checked my tummy, and he was like, "It's looking good. Like it sounds good. It feels good. You're fine now. Like you can start working on a healthy eating pattern again, and not worrying too much about your tummy. Like it's a lot better than before. Don't worry about it too much." Um, and a part of me is like, I was so relieved when he said it, I almost cried. And I believe him. He's a doctor, he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's saying. But there's still a tiny part of me that's really scared it's going to happen again. So part of the reason I'm still not eating well is because my stomach shrunk because I've eaten 2 crackers a day for, nearly 5 months or so. On top of the fact that I'm also kind of scared it'll happen again. So it's a whole thing. I should probably go to like dietitian and whatever, and it's gonna take a minute before I'm actually, quote unquote back to normal. But anyway, on a positive note, which everyone already knows, I got a kitty. And I'm gonna tell you in depth how I adopted her because I want to, because she's my little angel and I like talking about her. So even if you don't want to hear it, that's too damn bad. So listen the frick up. Basically, right, I've been wanting a kitty cat for a little while because it's it's a little lonely living on your own, obviously, right? Put a different perspective, you're not eating into that possible worse. That is absolutely true, which is, part of the reason why I'm trying really hard to eat. Like, even when I'm not too hungry or when I'm scared to, I still try to eat little things and like little meals. Because obviously, I've already fucked up my stomach by doing this. And I didn't do it on purpose, but I did already fuck it up. So, and obviously don't want to make it worse, but it is going to be difficult to get it back to normal. And it's going to take a minute, but at least there's light at the end of the tunnel, and at least my stomach is, doing better, so I can actually have some trust and some faith in food again, if that makes sense. It's all very annoying and complicated and whatnot, but we'll get there. It's just gonna take some time. But I feel better about it. That's also part of the reason why I got a kitty cat. One is because it's kind of lonely and I wanted something to care for and to have someone with me, but also part because these last like 6 months of me struggling with my health also just kind of ruined my mental health, like feeling basically ill for months and months and months on end and not really seeing an end to that doesn't make you feel very good. So I was like, you know what, I think now is the time to get a kitty to kind of also keep you distracted and, you know, I don't know. So I was looking around. I was mostly looking at like actual adoption centers. I didn't really want to get one from, someone who just happened to have a litter. She is freaking adorable. Ah, I can't get enough of her. Um, but yeah, I was not gonna adopt a kitty. Like, I wasn't gonna adopt a kitten originally. Um, for a few reasons. I mean, I do love kittens and they're really cute, but I was like, they're gonna grow and they're still gonna be cute, but it's like the reason why people get kittens is because they're so tiny and cute. And unfortunately, sometimes people will bring them back to the adoption center months after when they grow, when they're not as cute, which is sad. I'm like, what the fuck? Obviously, it's gonna grow, but whatever. But I wanted to get just like an adult kitty for a couple of reasons. But the thing is, since I live in an apartment, I do not have a backyard. And I was like, if this kitty cat cannot go outside, but they're already a couple years old and they're used to going outside, I don't want to take that away from them. That would make me feel absolutely horrible. That would make the cat sad because they're like, I loved playing outside and now you're not letting me. So I was like, I basically need to get a kitten that hasn't been outside yet so they kind of don't know any better, right? And in a way that sounds kind of sad. They don't know any better, but at the same time, it's not because she doesn't know any better. I'm home all the time, so she's never alone. I got her loads of toys. Um, so, she's just not gonna, she's gonna be an indoor kitty. Um, so I was like, okay, I need to get a kitten because obviously I can't get an older one that's used to the outside world. And I was looking around, and I see this little grape. Um, and at first, I don't think I knew if it was a boy or a girl. I saw the kitty and I was like, oh my god, look at that dumb little face. I need it. And immediately I was like, Noddy. Like, the name Noddy fits that cat. And then I figured out it was a girl. And I was like, if you know Noddy, it is if you don't know, it's a old TV show. She did look special in the pictures. She looked like a little dummy, which is why I liked her so much. And she's also just gorgeous. Like, her fur just looks really pretty, and I like how she has like a lot of black going on, but then like it's orange around the eyes, and then a little bit of black. It kind of looks like she has eyeliner. My sister says since it's below her eyes as well, it kind of looks like she has smudged mascara. um, but Noddy is a cartoon that my sister and I watched when we were younger, and it's a guy. His name is Nodi. But I was like, first of all, when I saw her, I just immediately thought that should be the name of the kitty cat without knowing whether it was a boy or a girl. And also, all of the pets that we've ever had, um, or all the pets that we've had like the last few years, like uh, two cats and a dog, have all coincidentally had kind of boy names, even though they were all girls. And I was like, you know what? Unironically, I'm kind of sticking to the theme. So let's just stick with Noddy. Why not? So her name is Noddy. She is 9 weeks old today, I think, which is a little young. But I was worried she was going to be younger. I thought this person gave away the kitties at, like a too young, like the age was a little too young. But I did a lot of research, and a lot of things say that 9 weeks is pretty much the perfect time because you can still teach them stuff around that time. So yeah, I picked her up Thursday right after the doctor. Um, and Miss Ma'am is she's literally just like her mom. She's very anxious. She's very like she trusts me now. She really likes me now, which makes my heart so happy. Like she loves cuddling with me, and when I'll pet her, she'll be purring and she'll be licking me, and she's very cute. And I think she already adores me, which is perfect because I adore her even more. But when I picked her up, she was extremely anxious. And she also got car sick. It was only a 20-minute ride, a 20-minute drive, but I get it. Like, I get car sick too, so mommy gets it, you know? But she was in her little carrier, which she barfed in. And then a couple minutes later decided to shit in. So we were sitting in barf and shit smell for 15 minutes in the car, which was lovely. We being me and my mom. And so she's an anxious little thing. Um, but yeah, she's been confident here. She's been feeling a lot better. She hasn't really been hiding. She's okay with me picking her up. She constantly, if I'm sitting on the couch, she'll come near me, lay on me or next to me and ask for cuddles. And she's really cute. And yeah, 8 weeks and older is totally fine. Anything younger is not very bueno. I kind of thought it had to be, they had to be 10 weeks. I thought they had to be 10 to 12 weeks. Not had to, but like that would be the best. And some people said that it's best to keep them with the mom until 12 to 14 weeks because they learn a lot of things between 12 or 10 and 14 weeks or something. But so the confusing thing is, right, when I texted this person about the kitties that she was selling, I was like when was she born, what's her age? And she was like, oh, she's almost 9 weeks old. And I was like, okay, well. And then later on I was like, is it okay if I pick her up in 2 weeks, because I didn't have things yet, I wasn't ready yet, I was sick, and I also wanted to buy litter box and food bowl and toys and everything and just be ready. So I asked if I could wait 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, so if I adopt her, she'll be 11 weeks. I think that's pretty good. And then later on, I was like, wait a minute. She said she was born on May 3rd. So I did some calculations, and I'm like, when she told me she was almost 9 weeks, she was almost 7. So she was going to give her away to me at 7 weeks, which I'm like, excuse me, that is too young. So I was like, literally the night before I was going to pick her up, I was like, hey, so I did some maths, and you said she was born on May 3rd, and yeah, I did some little calculations in my head, and it turns out she's not even 9 weeks right now. And 2 weeks ago, you said she was almost 9 weeks. And she goes, yeah, I know, I said almost. Ma'am? That's not how that works. At almost 7 weeks, you cannot go, yeah, almost 9 weeks. And then when I say, hey, that's not true, yeah, but I said almost. Ma'am? So anyway, I was kind of tempted to tell her, like, keep the kitty a little bit longer. I'll pick her up later. But I did some research, and it said that 9 weeks is fine, and that's kind of around the time they start getting scared of things, and it's kind of harder to teach them things. So 9 weeks is pretty much good. Like that's kind of like you're getting near the edge, near the end of them not wanting to learn new things. And I was like, okay, well, I do want an automatic litter box because I can't deal with doo-doo. So she needs to, be young enough to not be scared of that, and learn what it is and all that. I'm so out of things, I just said excuse me to my fan as it left me room. You know what? I'm not sure what to say. I kind of was gonna make fun of you, but at the same time, I've done that, so. I kind of talk to a lot to myself, especially now living alone. I would talk to myself a lot. Like if I would do something or walk into something or stuff like that. Especially now with the kitty, I'm kind of constantly talking out loud to her, even if she might not be able to hear me. Anywho, Dreamer talks to themselves. Oh, shut the heck up. Hello. I don't know what Dos Espadas is, but welcome in. Welcome, welcome. We all do it. I know, right? I would do it occasionally. It's not like I'm constantly talking to myself. I am in my head, but not out loud. But I have been the last few days with Kitty Cat over here. Like I would go to the kitchen and I'm like, Mommy's gonna go to the kitchen and get herself some food. Like she obviously cannot understand me. I don't know why I'm yapping, but I just am. Hi. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. What? Hi. Hi, cute. She's so cute. Those espadas like two swords in English. Oh! Wait, does it mean anything else? Like, is it from like a game or a movie or something? I should just insult myself when I lose to a brain dead Mega Knight player on Clash. You know what? That's the thing. If I talk to myself out loud, it's usually calling myself like a dum dum or some shit like that. Like if I walk into something, I'm like, you dumbass, In Spanish. I mean, yeah, I get that. But I'm like, maybe it's also from something else, See, there you have it. In honor of my favorite anime character. Ta-da! That's cool, I like that. Who's your favorite anime character? I'm asking as if I watch, and I've seen like 3 anime, so I probably will not know who it's about. But drop the name if you like. Why not? To be fair, me talking out loud is for me to break down things. Oh, actually fair, yeah. I think I do that too. Definitely, definitely. Oh, she went back to eat. Okay. Let me tell you another little thing, because this is Missy. Okay, first day she was here, right? Oh my god, no, let me tell you another thing. So, right, um, I've been wanting this kitty for a while, and it was, I think, nearly 3 weeks where I was like, so I told my mom. So my mom was the only one that actually knew I was gonna adopt this kitty because she would have to like pick her up with me because I can't drive. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna tell my sister and my dad. I'm just gonna tell them to come over to watch Breaking Bad, and all of a sudden I'm gonna be like, I'm a mother, and hold a kitty up, right? I was like, perfect. And then every time they came over for whatever reason, I was like, ugh, I was gnawing at the iron bars of my enclosure. I was like, I need to tell them. I need to tell them. Like, I was so excited about adopting her. Oh my god, it was killing me not being able to tell them. And I did tell them something exciting was happening. I was like, I'm gonna buy something, and it's gonna be that day, and you guys have to come over for Breaking Bad, and I'll show you the cool thing I'm buying. And it comes with multiple parts, aka the feeding bowl and the litter box and stuff. And I was just like, that way I could kind of talk about it without talking about it. And then I pick her up Thursday, right? Like around 5 or 6 p.m. and I'm back home and it's almost 7 p.m. and they're gonna come over at 8 p.m., right? And in my Discord, I put a little message at everyone and I update everyone about my health. And then at the bottom of the message, I'm like, I adopted a new kitty. How exciting. And a couple minutes later, my sister calls me and I'm like, first thing I'm panicking because I'm like, shit, did my mom tell her? I told my mom not to tell anyone anything. And I'm like, surely not. She's coming over in an hour. Maybe she's just asking to call if she can come over earlier or whatever. So I pick up and my sister goes, you have a fucking kitten? And I'm like, what? No. No, I don't. Who told you that? I don't. What do you mean? She's like, yes, you do. You just put it in your Discord. You have a kitten. And I'm like, you never look at Discord, let alone my fucking server. You especially never look at everyone. And the one time I don't want you to see a message, you decide to look at it. What the fuck? And she's like, yeah, usually when you do add everyone, it's to whine about like playing Final Fantasy an hour later than you told people to. But now it was about your tummy. I saw the first line and I was like, oh, let me see what she says. And then at the bottom, I see you talking about a kitten. And I'm like, shut up! How dare you? You never look at my Discord. You never look at the everyone messages. And now the one time I don't want you to see it, you look at it. I did kind of forget she was in the Discord, I'll be honest. But like, why did you look at it? So anyway, that was ruined. I ruined the surprise that I was keeping for 2 to 3 weeks, an hour before she was supposed to arrive here. So she's like, I want to come over earlier, but my friend can't come yet because her best friend is also watching Breaking Bad with us. She's like, I'm gonna text her right now and see if we can come earlier. I'll try and be there in 30 minutes. So 20 minutes later, she texts me. She's like, we're on her right now. And I'm like, don't tell her anything and don't tell dad anything. So she didn't, so I could still surprise, her friend and my dad. And I was really looking forward to surprise my dad. I was kind of worried that he was gonna sigh and like roll his eyes and be like, oh, why did you get a kitten or something like that. But he was actually really happy and he thought she was really cute and he really liked her and he kept like looking at her and petting her and, well, trying to pet her because she was really scared the first day, obviously. So, yeah, I was able to surprise my dad, but not my sister because I decided to ruin it an hour before. So, which is kind of her fault a little bit. Like, be honest. You never look at the Discord and now you decide to? What the freak, dude? Whatever. So, yeah, and I didn't tell anyone else. I didn't feel like it. I just simply didn't feel like it. So I posted it on my Snapchat, which I haven't used my Snapchat in years, actually. And I put a few pictures of her on there. And I had some, I had, like, my cousin ask about it. And, like, an old friend. And, I don't know, just some random friends and random people be like, oh, is she yours? When did you get her? And I love talking about her. So, any excuse to talk about her, I'll take it. And then I had, like, my grandma text me, like, oh, you got a kitty? She's so cute. I'm like, I know. My little angel. But going from my little angel to my not-so-little angel, let me tell you what she did today, okay? So, little side story, right? She got here Thursday around 6 p.m., right? That's when she got into my house for the first time. She was very scared. She kept hiding in corners and behind things, which is fair enough. It's a new environment. I get it. That's scary. And you can already tell that she's a little anxious kitty. So, and she barely ate. She drank a little bit and she didn't go to the toilet. And I was like, you know what? You did shit in the carrier. So that's fair enough. Next day, yesterday, Friday, she, again, eats a little bit, not too much. So I'm like, you know what, let's give her some wet food. Maybe she's too nervous, and if she likes it, she'll eat it. No, she thought it was delicious. She was immediately munching away. She drank. So, yesterday she had food, she had drink, all good. Still didn't go to the bathroom. So I'm like, okay. Now I'm starting to get a little bit suspicious and a little bit nervous, because I don't know how often kitty cats go to the bathroom. I don't know if they poop every day, but they should pee multiple times a day. So I'm like, okay, I'm a little nervous because the owner, like her last owner, did say that she was potty trained. So what the freak, So I put her in her litter box a few times just to kind of show her, like, hey, this is the toilet in case you need to go. And she went in there a couple times. She just didn't actually pee or poo. She would just go in there and a couple seconds later run back out. So I'm like, you know what? At least she knows where it is, and it seems like she's fine going in it. So if she needs to go, she'll go. So what I've been doing the past 2 nights is I would bring her upstairs with me because there's just a little too much going on downstairs that she could, you know, she could I wouldn't be surprised if I come downstairs and she's gonna be stuck somewhere or like hurt herself in some way. Like there's a lot of cables going on here. I don't want her to climb in my curtains. There's a lot of things that like maybe she'll get stuck behind something, you know. So it's like for her own safety and because she's a little cutie, I want her with me. So I have been bringing her upstairs every night, with some food and some water and a litter box. Um, and I was like, you know what? She's probably too tiny to actually get on my bed, so I'll just leave her on the floor. And I'm chilling on my bed, getting ready for bed. And she hops on my bed and she's like, she sits not too far away from me, but there's still quite some space in between. And she like nudges closer and closer and closer. And I'm like, I start to pet her and she's like, oh, she's purring so loud and it was so cute. And I was like, oh, turns out you are gonna sleep in my bed with me. Um, and she was able to jump off too. So she would just like jump off, play around, jump back on, lay next to me, and ask for cuddles. Um, but, but this morning, I was only asleep for 3 hours. I'm half awake. I'm gonna turn to lay on my right side. All of a sudden, I feel a wetness on both my middle finger and my right ass cheek. And I'm like, why the hell is my ass cheek wet? Honestly, for like half a second, I was like, did I fucking pee myself? Like, what the hell? And then I'm like, okay, shit, it's on my hand, so let me smell. I'm like, okay, that does not smell like pee. So what the hell happened? So I turn on my light. It is pee. It's like a huge yellow puddle all over my freaking blanket and mattress. And I'm like, what the fuck? So Miss Ma'am was sleeping against my butt and peed herself. So now what I'm thinking is like, either she has something going on with her bladder, right? If she does, I need to take her to the vet, but I don't know if she does yet. Because then I looked into it, and it does say that when kitties are very, very stressed and anxious, they'll try to hold in their pee as long as possible. So it could be that, you know, she didn't pee Thursday evening when she was here. All of Friday, she didn't pee. And then now Saturday morning at like 7 a.m., she couldn't keep it in anymore. And when she was sleeping next to me, she was so relaxed that she accidentally let it all out. Which, hey, accidents happen, but I'm not 100% sure if it was an accident because the fact that she hasn't she hasn't actually used the litter box at all would add up to the fact that she might be too nervous to use the bathroom. But I'm also like, is she actually fully potty trained? If you have 4 kittens, can you really fully like watch that well enough and know for sure if they're all potty trained? You know what I mean? I don't know. So I immediately in a panic bought a crate, which my mom then picked up a couple hours later. And even though it breaks my heart and it kind of makes me want to cry a little bit, I'm gonna have to put her in a crate for a couple of nights just to mainly to be able to see if I can like get some of her pee and give that to the vet to make sure that she doesn't have anything with her bladder. Um Also because I'm not 100% convinced right now if she is potty trained. And if she's not, then, you know, we're gonna have to work on that. And I don't want to wake up every morning with a wet ass cheek, you know, because she decides to pee on me. Um, so even though it breaks my heart and it's gonna break me even more hearing him meow in the crate tonight, I'm gonna have to do it because, well, one, I don't want my bed covered in pee again, and two, I need to make sure her bladder's fine. So enjoy your time not in the crate, honey buns. You're not, I don't think you're gonna like it, but mommy will let you out first thing in the morning, I promise, and then we can play again. I feel so bad. She's just a little baby. And she's also really loved like sleeping on my bed with me, which I've also obviously loved because it's freaking adorable, and just have like this tiny little baby sleep next to me and be purring because I'm petting it. It's the cutest freaking thing. That's my friend who works at a kitten sanctuary thing what to do. Absolutely. I'll take any advice, any tips. What I'm worried about right now, right, is let me give you a little tiny little summary. Let me give you just a really quick little summary. I adopted her Thursday afternoon. she hasn't peed or pooped ever since. Well, she did poop, actually. She did poop that evening, in the car ride. But Thursday, no pee, no poo. Or, sorry, Friday, no pee, no poo. Saturday morning, 7 a.m., I get woken up and I think she, let it all out. That was a lot of pee. So what I'm worried about is she's maybe not potty trained, but what it seems like might be the case is because then she would have more accidents, maybe. But yeah, my mom Googled it, I think, and it does say that if cats are anxious, they will try to keep it in until they can't. And she is tiny, so it's probably, she probably didn't mean to. It was probably just like, oh shit, I'm sleeping and it just happened, whatever. But I'll take any tips, any advice. Because it also breaks my heart a little bit to know that if that is the case and she is that scared and that stressed out that she doesn't feel, confident enough to pee and she feels the need to hold it in, that kind of breaks my heart. And I get it, it's a new environment and it's scary and she's already kind of a scaredy cat. But she feels I feel like she's really confident around me now, she's fine with me. She doesn't really get scared by anything I do anymore or any movements, and she's fine with me picking her up. And sometimes when I go to the bathroom and I go upstairs, she will meow and wait by the door for me to come back. She keeps walking up to me and laying next to me or laying on me, asking for cuddles and licking me. So it seems like she quite likes me, and it's mostly just me in my apartment, So I don't know. I'm like, why are you still so stressed? You seem to have fun. You're playing a lot. You're eating, you're drinking, you're cuddling with me. How are you still so stressed that you're holding in your pee? So yeah. Meaning to ask what breed of cat she is. Okay, so I keep forgetting the English word, so hold on. Let me translate it. Calico cat. She's a calico. Just a regular, simple calico cat. She is her whole underside. I mean, you can kind of see it on the picture, and maybe you've seen it on some pictures and videos in the media channel. She's mostly white on the bottom. She has mostly black on the top and her tail, and then she has a little bit of orange spots here and there. And obviously, as you can see here around her eyes, it's orange a little bit. Them having anxiety in a new environment is very, very normal. If you're concerned, though, it's not a bad idea to keep an eye on her. It'll take some time for her to adjust. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She's probably just, nervous and anxious about the new environment, which is totally fair, and totally expected. It's just that I've adopted quite some kitties before. They wouldn't sleep on my bed, though, is the thing. But holding in pee for 2 days and then probably accidentally letting it out is not something I've had happen before. I've had kitties have accidents, right? But the fact that she literally has not peed or pooed, but especially peed, and they should pee multiple times a day. The fact that she's clearly holding it in, right? And now is kind of the question, is she holding it in because she's so anxious that she doesn't want to go? Or is she holding it in because something's wrong with her bladder? So yeah, the reason right now that I'm gonna put her in the crate is to see what the issue is. She has a litter box in there, obviously. If she uses that like normal, then she's probably fine, and I'll let her out of the crate after just 1 or 2 nights. If not, or if she doesn't pee, or she pees accidentally on the bed I put in there or something, then maybe something more is going on, and then I'll see if I can get some of her pee and bring it to the vet. She has not pooped at all. She pooped only on Thursday, on the ride home because she was so scared. She hasn't pooped Friday nor today. Looked a lot like my sister's cat, Athena, which was a domestic straight hair cat. Ooh, I like the name Athena. That's pretty. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it is anxiety, which I think it is. But you never know, My friend says in 9 weeks there's no chance they're potty trained. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if I fully agree with that. I've had Pim, right, which is the cat that's still with my dad and sister. Good luck, Sam. Um, she was, I think, 9 or 10 weeks old when we adopted her, and she was also fully potty trained. I don't know. I don't remember having any accidents with her. Um, I don't know. I feel like they definitely can be. I've seen kitties and I've had kitties that were put potty trained around that time. And actually, coincidentally, the lady that I adopted her from texted me today asking how she's doing, and I was like, she's doing well, besides the fact that she peed my bed this morning and I'm not sure, what's going on. And she said that she was like, "Oh, that's so weird. Like they were fully potty trained. They haven't had any accidents in forever. Like they only had accidents like when they were teeny tiny." Um, which, like I said, I feel like it might be a little hard to have four kittens and be 100% sure if they're all potty trained. But if she doesn't find any pee or poo outside the litter box, then they are. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. If she says she hasn't found any accidents anywhere in forever, then she should be. Um, I definitely think they can absolutely be potty trained at 9 weeks. I don't think there's no chance. They definitely can be. Is it young? Yes, but yeah. Now it's the question, like, is she actually fully potty trained? Which, like I said, if the lady says she hasn't seen any kittens have any accidents in weeks, she has to be. Like, if she hasn't found any pee or poo outside the litter box in forever, and they don't go outside, she's potty trained. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the issue is. I think she's potty trained. I just think that maybe she's either it's, the anxiety and her holding it in because she doesn't want to. That's the thing though, if she really wasn't potty trained, wouldn't she pee all the time, like everywhere? I don't think she would hold it in for nearly 2 whole days and then all of a sudden let it all out on my bed. She would constantly have accidents everywhere? She hasn't peed or pooed at all. Like, she's holding it in, and that is what makes it seem like she's too anxious to go to the bathroom. Which, the first day, sure, fair, but she's been here 2 days now, or nearly three, or not even actually, a little more than two, whatever, which I get is not a lot. But if you see the difference between how she was the first night here and now, how she's very confident and she likes me a lot and she's around me a lot and is playing and she seems happy and eating and drinking and blah blah blah. Now I'm like, why are you still not going? 3 days without peeing is concerning. Oh, absolutely. It absolutely is. And it hasn't been three, thank God. She did pee, I think, probably, Thursday, just not Thursday night when she was here, nor Friday, and then Saturday early morning, today, this early morning, she peed. It's not a good thing, and I'm hoping it was just a one-time thing, that she was just anxious and she just didn't want to, you know? But the fact that that happened well over 12 hours ago, and she still hasn't peed since then, which, even if she emptied her whole bladder at that point, wouldn't you think she would have gone at least once by now? So yeah, I'm a little worried. Because if it's just anxiety, she'll get over that, like she'll get more and more confident and all of that. But at this point, I'm not 100% sure if it's that. Um, Also, the fact that it smelled kind of weird. I feel like cat pee is a very distinct, stinky smell. And it didn't smell like, did it smell? Yes, but not like that. And so I'm like, maybe kitten pee just smells different. I don't know. Or maybe it smells different because something's wrong. I don't know. Um, Either way, I'm gonna keep her in the crate for the weekend and see if she uses the litter box in there. Um, and if not, if she maybe has an accident in the crate, just outside the litter box. And then I'll try, if she pees, which hopefully she will, try and get some of her pee on Monday or Tuesday and then go to the vet and see if they can check it out. And then if nothing's wrong, then it's probably just anxiety, um, and her just not feeling confident enough to use, the bathroom here. And I understand that if you have your litter box in one specific place for the first 9 weeks of your life, and then all of a sudden you go somewhere else. Like, she doesn't know where it is, which is kind of also why I'm a little confused. She knows where it is. She's been in it. I put her in it. She walked in it herself. She just hasn't used it. So I don't know. I'm not sure, but I am immediately kind of like stressed out about it. Like, I don't want anything to be wrong with her. I don't want her to be, uncomfortable or in any pain. Um, yeah, I'm trying. I'm like, let's just see what happens. Like, there's still a couple of hours before I go to bed. And then tomorrow morning, if I don't see anything in the crate, whether it's an accident or like in the litter box, then I can start maybe worrying a little bit. Um, but she also doesn't drink a whole lot. She's very tiny and a little skinny. So I'm trying to give her some wet food here and there, you know, um, because that will also keep her a little bit more hydrated. She has been drinking a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell. Like, I'm not 100% sure how much water they need, and I'm also not sure if she takes like some sips for like 20 seconds. How much water is she actually getting? You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, maybe I'll just feed her some more wet food because that way she is both eating and sort of drinking a little bit, and she seems to really like it. Um, but yeah, I hope tonight she'll go in the litter box, or at least that if I come back down tomorrow morning, that she'll have peed somewhere in the crate. I don't even care how or where. Kind of know when they want to trigger eat. Yeah, she's been walking to, like, she's been munching at her food a little bit here and there, just not a whole bunch. Um, which is understandable because one, she's small, as in young, but also as in skinny. Um, so maybe she just doesn't eat that much yet. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm keeping my eye on it all. Uh, she is eating and drinking, just not a whole lot. So I'm not sure. Do cats also not eat and drink a whole bunch when they're like anxious? I feel like that would happen to me, but I don't know how true that is to cats. Like, if I'm anxious, I also can't eat or drink, you know? If I'm like nervous out of my mind, I also cannot. See, and it's like, yes, okay, so and it's like she's eating more than she was the first night and then she was Friday, but it's still not a lot. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I'm watching her like a hawk. I'm home all the time. I'm with her all the time. So basically anytime she eats or drinks, I see it. So I'm gonna try and keep my eye on that. And yeah, hopefully she'll use the litter box tonight. Or I find pee somewhere in the crate tomorrow. Um I hope so. I don't want anything to be wrong with her, but I also don't want her to be anxious. Like, either way, I'm not gonna like the answer. I don't want her to be anxious because I want her to be confident and happy. And she seems happy, which is kind of why it's feeling a little bit confusing. Like, she's playing and cuddling and her tail is up in the air and she's like running around and whatnot, which is a lot better than the first night. But yeah, I'm keeping my eye on it. And it's sad, but we won't be sleeping in the same bed tonight. We'll have to see how it goes. The thing is, if she uses the litter box tonight, whether it's before I go to bed or while she's in the crate, that will already calm me down a lot, and I'll probably be able to put her back in my bed soon. But, for now, to make sure she's okay, it'll take time for her to adjust. It can be about a week for them to fully adjust. Keep an eye on her. Pooping is a good idea, though. That's also one thing, because I'm not 100% sure how often kitties poop. I should maybe Google it. I looked up how often kittens pee, and it said 2 to 4 times a day. I'm not sure about pooping, though, so maybe I should look into that, too. But, yeah. I know it's gonna take some time. I can't just expect her to be fully happy and confident and everything within, like, 3 days. Um, but I also don't want her to hold in her pee for 2 days at a time and then have an accident. But I mean, there's not much I can do. I can just keep waiting and keep hoping she feels more and more confident and keep playing with her until she stops doing that, until she's just like, oh, gotta go to the bathroom. But yeah, I know I shouldn't worry about it too much. She is still eating, and like my mom was like, when we picked her up, she barfed, she pooped, so we know all those holes work. She had an accident on your bed, so we know she can pee. She's eating, she's drinking, so don't worry too much. All her functions, like everything is functioning. It's just that she's probably still, very anxious, and that's why not much is coming out. Probably also giving you the average of a kitty that hasn't been placed in a new environment, trying not to have a little adorable heart burst from her chest in panic. Yeah, definitely. I know, I should give her some more time to actually fully settle. Like, 2 days is obviously not enough to feel happy and confident and, not be scared and anxious anymore. I'm just immediately like, oh God, what if something's wrong with her? What if she's in pain? What if she's uncomfortable? What if she, like, I'm immediately like, oh God, I need to collect her pee and go to the vet. And, you know, I'm just gonna, it's fine. Like, she has a crate now, so she cannot get hurt downstairs and also not pee on my bed. And she'll have like a little bed there and food and water and a little box and a little plushie, so she'll be okay. She'll miss me and I'm sure she'll be meowing a lot, but she'll be okay. And that way I can make sure that she is okay and that she is, everything is fine. And I should give her a few more days. She has a favorite spot when we ever get a cat cam. Honestly, I'm kind of down. I actually have this scratching pool, which she doesn't know how to use it yet. She likes scratching my couch, which honestly I don't really care about. It's an old, not very pretty couch, and I got it for free from the last owner, so I don't really care. But I got this scratching pool, and on top of it is like a bed, which she cannot jump into yet. It's kind of too high, and she's very tiny. But it's close to my computer, like it's right on my left. So if that ever becomes her favorite spot, which would be close to the desk, then I'll see if I can set that up and give you guys a cat cam. I was kind of tempted, honestly, to do a cat cam right now and just like turn on my camera and just kind of like point it at my desk and then just kind of hold her. I like hold her above my keyboard and just like, but it's dark and she's eating, which I don't really want to wake her up right now. And also, it's hot in here, and if the camera accidentally falls, I will be flashing the internet, so let's not. But maybe. I've actually, okay, on another note, talking about cameras, do you guys know Snapcam? Have you guys ever had Snapcam on your computer? Because I have. It basically just is Snapchat on your computer. Um, and I would sometimes use it, like use the filters when calling someone on Discord. And it's so funny. And it's back, but it's not. Like it got deleted, right? But someone re-uploaded it, and I was messing around with it, and I can be a potato. And I'm kind of tempted. I'm kind of tempted to stream and just be a little potato. But I wouldn't have a green screen or anything, so you would see like the background of the potato, like you would see the dirt. Anyway, I think that would be kind of funny. It just looks really funny to have a potato just like with eyes and a mouth. It just cracked me up seeing it. I don't know, maybe I'll do that one day for shits and giggles. We'll see. But yeah. I would like to get a cat cam at some point if she becomes big enough to actually have a favorite spot, so to speak. That's also a thing. I keep saying that she seems more confident than in the beginning with her behavior, but when she sleeps, she still hides behind the couch or hides behind like a little thingy next to the couch. So she's like hiding between the couch and that thing. So I'm like, she's probably not as confident yet, or she would just sleep on the couch, which she has done, but most times it is behind or next to the couch. So she probably still is a little bit nervous. Which is fine. It's a new environment. I totally get it. I would be nervous. Like, I would be so nervous. I would be a wreck. I would probably hold in my pee 2 days and pee on the bed too, I can't blame her. But yeah, I'm gonna need to give her some more time to get adjusted. Oh my god, another cute thing though is when I first gave her food. So here's the thing, right? My mom's husband calls me Num Num because apparently, if I'm eating good food and I'm liking it, I will say Num Num sometimes. Um, and she did the same thing when I was feeding her food. You too. Which I didn't know that until he started calling me Nom Nom, and I was like, what? And then my mom was like, yeah, you do that when you're like in your food. So he decided to call you Nom Nom, and I'm like, okay. That's kind of a cute nickname, but I wasn't aware, so anyway. But she did the same thing. When I gave her food, she was munching away, and all of a sudden I hear yum yum yum. It kind of sounded like that video. Yum yum yum. She liked it, so I was like, okay, phew. At least she likes the dry food, you know? And she loves the wet food. I had to take it away from her. Because, like, it was a lot, and she had finished half. And I was like, you went from eating barely anything to eating this really quickly. I don't want you to get a tummy ache, so I put it away, and then I gave the rest to her a few hours later. She loved it. She loved it. It was so yummy. I could have been next time. So you can hear it. Oh, God. I feel like I don't know. I have noticed like in the meantime, now that I know I do it, I have noticed a few times that I've done it. But before then, who knows how long I've done that and not known it, you know? like like now I sometimes will catch myself doing it cuz now I'm aware. But anyway. Hey, if it's good food, I can't help it. Okay. Speaking of good food, there's some things I want to eat that I haven't eaten in 6 months where I'm like, oh, it was oh my god, I wanted fried chicken so bad. And I got like this little I saw this ad from KFC that they were doing Squid Game food. So they have like Korean fried chicken, like spicy chicken and crispy chicken with like some Korean sauce over it. And they also had these burgers where the buns were pink. So obviously, I immediately got a little bit of that when the doctor was like, your tummy is good. I was like, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not immediately gonna, eat a bunch of food and eat a bunch of bad food. But I had the pink burger and some chimkim. It was really good. I wanted fried chicken for so long. I had been craving it for months. And I sometimes would get freaking, what's it called? I will sometimes get mukbangs on my For You page on TikTok. And they'll be eating the crunchiest, crispiest chicken. And I'm just like, oh, that is... A part of me doesn't want to watch because I'm like getting upset that I can't eat it and my mouth is rotting. But at the same time, it kind of gives me joy hearing the crunch and just kind of, But now I could finally eat it myself and it was so good. Korean fried chicken, hell yeah. The sauce was really good. It kind of it mostly tasted like the teriyaki sauce, but it also tasted a little bit like, ooh, I don't know how you say that in English actually, hold on. Ooh, how do you write that in Dutch? Oh, I don't even know. Satay sauce? Surely not. I don't know, it's some kind of peanut sauce. I don't really like it that much, but it had a hint of that in it. I don't remember the English name. It's in Dutch, the sauce that I'm talking about. So it mostly tasted like teriyaki, which I don't know how you say that in English. I'm just gonna say it in Dutch and you'll just have to wing it. You'll just have to know what I'm talking about. Teriyaki, and then a little bit of satay sauce, which satay sauce is the Dutch way of saying it, and Google says is satay, which I really highly doubt that. But anyway, it's like a thick peanut sauce, which again I'm not really a big fan of, but it had a hint of that. The sauce was really good. I really liked it. Close enough. Okay, perfect. She is eating good. She keeps doing that. She'll keep doing that around this time where she'll take like a fat freaking nap. And I'm like, I kind of want you to play now so that you are EP by the time we go to bed, you know? So you don't get the zoomies when mommy's trying to sleep. I mean, it's okay. She'll be in the crate tonight, but I think before I put her in the crate, I'm probably gonna tire her out with her toys. The toys I got. Oh my god, let me tell you guys about the toys I got her. Not that you care, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So, I got one little. It's like a tiny blue little plushie that has catnip in it. She doesn't care for it. Is the thing. She smelt it once and that was it. So that's unfortunate, but okay. I got her one of those like little dangly things that are like on a wire on a stick. You know what I mean? And it's like a blue fluffy worm. I tried to buy all her toys in blue because that's the color that cats see the best. So all her toys so far are blue, pretty much. So that's I got her that. Then I got another one of those, but this one has a feather on it, and this one is a little more stiff, so you can like stick it on the floor, and then you don't have to like rattle it around. She can just play with it herself. She'll just like whack it, and it'll just like move all over the place. Then I got her a little ball that rolls by itself. It's like an automatic little thingy that you have to charge. It just died. Like she was playing with it a little bit and then it died. So I need to charge it, but like it rolls all over the floor and she can run after it. I got her a little thingy that I think I need to actually I think I could just stick it on oh fuck, I forgot to do something. Sorry, I just remembered something. There's a little thing that you put like on a corner of two walls, and it's like it has like these little spikes, and the cats will like run their necks along it to kind of pet themselves with it. What else did I get you? Oh, and then like a little laser that she loved chasing it. She was going crazy. I can think of the one I was thinking about in English, but it's called oh, gochujang. It wasn't that. It wasn't gochujang. I want to try gochujang though. I've tried the paste, which I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. Like I was very confused about. I was very conflicted about the flavor. Like I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I also kind of couldn't stop eating it, you know? But that's not the sauce that was on. It wasn't gochujang on the chicken with KFC. It was literally just teriyaki and you know the peanut sauce mixed together, which was still good. But I do also still really want to try gochujang. Isn't gochujang like spicy though? Because gochu is pepper, no? Red pepper. The thing is, oh my god, what are those noodles called? Hold on. Hold on. There's these noodles. There's these ramen. How do you say ramen? Ramen. Is that how you say in English? Ramen. Ramen. Buldak. It's the pink buldak noodles, which apparently out of all the buldak noodles are the least spicy. And I had them once, and I died, by the way. I actually passed away. I was out for a couple minutes. I was panting, I was crying, I was sweating, I was gagging. There was a lot of bodily fluids going on, okay? I didn't like it. I could do one bite, and then I was sipping milk for the rest of the day, okay? The pink one, which again is supposed to be the least spicy one. I thought I could handle spice. Well, not when it comes to Korean food. Shit. You go for the red ones? Shut the freak up. How many bulldog noodles are there? So you have pink. I kind of really want to try the yellow one because that's cheese, but I'm scared it's gonna be spicy. So I know black is the spiciest. Now I had some black noodles. It wasn't bulldog, but I had black packaged noodles, which obviously I was crying and sweating and nearly throwing up. Like I was almost dry heaving with how spicy it was. So I was one bite in. Not even, I think I licked it and I died and I threw it away. Right, so the red one is literally called extra spicy. And you're telling me that the pink ones, which are, everyone calls them not spicy, were so spicy I almost died? What the freak? Is a step above pink? So is it like pink, red, black? Jesus Christ. Ooh. Damn. That's crazy. You know how I... Pink, yellow... Wait! Yellow is above pink? Fuck! No, really? Are you sure? Are you 100% positive? Because that one has so much cheese on the picture. And I love me some cheese. I was gonna try cheese noodles, but if they're even spicier than the pink, what am I supposed to do? I couldn't do more than 3 bites of the pink. Ugh, are you sure? Please be wrong. No, I want to try cheese noodles. What if I try them, but I just put like 3 drops of the sauce in it? That's the thing. I think I tried the pink noodles again, but I put like a quarter of the sauce in there. I still couldn't do it. So, what the flip? The thing is, when I tried the pink one, so I went to Comic-Con, right? And I was about to go home, and I was like, damn, I haven't even bought anything. I kind of want to take something home with me as a little reminder, you know? It's a little souvenir. And my friend was like, oh my god, there's noodles over there. Just buy a pack of noodles. I was like, that's not really a souvenir, but you know what? Sure. I don't know what else to buy. I have to leave in 5 minutes. Let's do it. So I bought a drink and I bought the pink noodles. She was like, "Oh, these pink noodles they're my favorite. They're supposed to be spicy, but they're really not spicy. Like you'll be fine. It's like you'll barely notice it. They're the least spicy out of all of them. I love them." And I was like, "Okay, perfect." And then, you know, like I said, I couldn't even do more than 3 bites because I was dying and I was sipping milk for the rest of the day. So, yeah, I don't have to add the whole pack, of course. I could just do a little bit. But that's the thing, I already tried them again by doing like maybe half and I still died. So maybe I should just do like 3 drops and that's it. I do really want to try the yellow ones. I think I'll get the yellow ones. I'll make them, put just a few drops in, do a taste test. If I can handle it, I might add a little more. But I'll start off slowly. uh, I do want to try it. I want to eat noodles again, dude. Like in the last 6 months, I've had noodles twice, but not like actually as noodles. No, that's a lie. I had noodles once as actual, no, just know yeah, how you eat noodles. But then one time, I like broke them. Like I had the bag and I like I kept squishing it till it was like all like hard little chunks. And then I put the powders in there and then I shook it and then I kind of ate it as chips out of the bag. Just because I wanted to eat something salty, I had a little bit of that. Got my dad some spice rubs for Father's Day, and we tried them today. Spice rubs? What's a spice rub? Father uses enough until it's enough to change color so you're not alone. Jesus Christ. The thing is, though, I really thought I was good at handling spicy things, but I think that's because, for example, my sister cannot handle spicy things, right? So she'll eat something and be like, oh, it's so spicy. I can't eat it. I can't eat it. And then I take a bite and I'm like, the fuck? I don't notice anything. It's not even spicy. You're being dramatic. There's literally nothing on here. It's not even 1% spicy, which made me think I could handle spice, right? I got gaslit into thinking I could handle spiciness. Turns out I cannot. Because I've seen plenty of people eat the pink ones and be totally fine, and I couldn't. I simply couldn't. I was in too much pain. Just put them on meat. Oh, is it kind of like a sauce that you just kind of put on there in like different flavors? Like sauce-like stuff? With ghost pepper? Phew. Good God. Okay then. Little disappointing, 4 chilies next to the ghost pepper one, and it generally had less spice than black pepper. Oh. Like a powder? Wait, actually, do you guys know do you guys know noodles that are, let's say, not even 20% of the spiciness of the pink bulldog noodles? Let your girl know. Because I do kind of enjoy the spice. But like I said, I cannot do the pink. And if that's the least spicy one, what the fuck am I supposed to do, you know? The muffin, man? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ugh. I need to drink more. I'm not drinking enough. Oh my god. I was gonna tell you something, Harry. I don't remember. You said, do you know? Then oh. My bad. I already forgot that. Girl, I don't know what I did 2 seconds ago, okay? Which is not good, especially not for a streamer. Because then people will like someone will say something, like how you said the muffin man, and I'll be like, what? Or I'll say something, or I'll ask like a question or something, and people will answer, and I'm like, what do you mean? Why are you saying that? What does that mean? When they're literally answering what I said 10 seconds ago. I have short-term memory loss. Remember? I think it was about Breaking Bad. Because I told you I watched the end of season 4, right? I think I did. Right now I'm at season 5, episode 7. So, okay, you told me that there would be a tarantula in episode 5, right? In the beginning. In episode 11, I think. So, I looked away in the beginning, right? I noticed the kid on the bike, so I got the memo. And then I looked away. Turns out the spider was also at the end of episode 5 and the beginning of episode 6. So that was really nice. Even though the end of season or the end of episode 5 didn't take that long and I looked away, and the one of episode 6 took even less long, like that was not even 5 seconds, but it still caught me off guard. I handled it though. There was no crying or freaking out, but I didn't like it. I kind of want to discuss what happened in the episodes, but I also don't want to spoil it for everyone. Even though the show's like 10 years old. Like, I'm the only bitch that's watching the show now for the first time, you know what I mean? But when I finish season 5, either I yap on it on stream, and people that haven't seen it are just gonna have to mute, or your DMs will be filled, Harold. I'll have you know. Because oh my god, I was gonna say I'm a yapper, like people don't know. Shut the fuck up. We know, bitch, we know. Anyway, I love discussing TV shows and things that happen and plot twists and stuff like that. Makes it change. Shut up. Whatever. But like, I want to talk about it, you know, but I won't. There's not even much to talk about. I mean, there is, but there's not. Anyway, I'm really liking season 5. I also really want to talk about Squid Game, but first of all, I haven't finished it yet. Second of all, I don't want to be like those annoying people that watched it in the first day and just kind of spoiled it for everyone. We did slow down a lot, yeah. I mean, we watched it pretty much like almost every night when I was sleeping at my dad's house. And then we were gonna watch it here, but season 5 we were gonna watch with my sister's friend because she hasn't seen season 5 yet either. And she was working a lot. Oh, hiccup. So we had to make sure that on the days that we would watch, she would have to be like, she wouldn't have to work, you know, like she would have to make time, and it was a little harder to you know, plan it, I guess. So, but she has vacation now, I think, so it's easier. It's much easier to watch. So I think we'll be watching it a little quicker again soon, a little more often. And I told my sister, this is really annoying. My sister texted me, I think like the day or the day after Squid Game season 3 came out. And she's like, oh, Squid Game came out, like we should watch it. And I was like, yeah. I kind of want to watch it now and then continue Breaking Bad because everyone and their mom is going to talk about Squid Game and people are going to spoil and be annoying, and I kind of want to just get it over with and before we get spoiled. And my sister was like, "No, I don't want to watch two things at the same time or like in between, one another, so we should just finish Breaking Bad quickly and then watch Squid Game." And I was like, "That's going to take a couple weeks though. I don't think I can wait weeks without getting spoiled." And I don't know if it was that same day or the next day. And I was on Twitter, which I never am, but whatever. I was on Twitter. And the third tweet I see was someone complaining about the ending. They were like, "Why did so and so?" And I'm like, what the fuck? No warning, no spoiler, no nothing. Fuck you. And then I was kind of just convincing myself, I was like, maybe that's a lie, because people have been saying they think that's how the show's gonna end since season 2. So I'm just gonna tell myself that they were just, it wasn't real. And then I was on TikTok and I was like really careful. I was like, if I see anything at all, I'm scrolling. And I was watching this random video of this random girl just talking about something that had nothing to do with Squid Game in any way, shape, or form. And I go to the comments, and the top comment is Squid Game ends, blah, 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 and like it's just one simple little sentence about how it ends. And it's the same thing that I saw on Twitter. So at this point, I'm fucking pissed, right? The show has been out 2 days. Like, what is wrong with you? You are the most pathetic person if you think putting it in random TikTok comments. Like, does that get you off or something? Knowing that someone's gonna read it and you'll ruin the fun for them? Die. Like shit. That pissed me off. So at this point, I'm texting my sister. I'm like, hey, I kind of want to watch Squid Game now, and I want to finish it within a couple days. I already know too much. Like, this is not fun. I don't want to get spoiled anymore or like know any specific deaths or whatever. Like, whatever. She's like, she doesn't reply. So 4 hours go by, and I'm like, hey, can you please reply, or I'm gonna watch it with a friend.
Hello! Did you wake up? Yeah. Hi. Hi.
She just started meowing. I don't know if you heard that. But I'm like, I texted her again 4 hours later, being like, hey, I'm gonna watch with a friend if you don't reply. I got spoiled. I'm upset. Like, I want to get it over with. Another 4 hours go by, and I'm like, fuck it, let's just watch it. And I'm like halfway in, and she texts me, no, baby girl, don't watch it. We'll just quickly finish Breaking Bad. I'm like, too late. I already started. So she gets upset, which is kind of fair. And then the next day, or like 2 days later, she's like, you know what? I get it. You were spoiled. I get that you want to watch it quickly. Just fine. Just don't tell me anything. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So I still have 2 more episodes to go. I'm not going to spoil anything because not everyone is able to watch it immediately, and I get that.
Hi. What? Yeah. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están? Come here. Yeah. ¿Cómo están?
Oh, you heard a little meow? She doesn't really meow when I hold her, so I don't know if you will right now, but she's in my arms. But so far I haven't finished the season yet, right? I cried a lot. I have cried a lot. Like, I was like choking on breath, kind of crying. And like, I'm emotional and I get attached to characters, and if anyone's sad or anyone cries in a show, I cry. But it's like, fuck me. Jesus Christ. I will talk about it at some point. I just don't want to risk spoiling anything to anyone on accident. But Jesus Christ, this show is fucking rough. I feel kind of sad thinking about it. Like, some of the things that happened, I'll stop talking about it because I don't want to, say anything. But Jesus, okay? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the writers. Y'all are fucked up for what y'all did. Just saying. You know? You haven't watched season 1? Harry. I'm like, what the fuck? But at the same time, I kind of respect it, that you didn't give into it, I guess. You should, though. It's really good. Season 1 is amazing, Oh god, don't work on the keyboard, baby. You might stop the stream. Don't do that to me. But season 1 is amazing. Season 2, I'll be honest, it's a little bit boring. It's really, really, really slow, right? And now season 3, I've heard some people complain about it. Excuse me, miss. Don't rate that. I've heard people complain about it, that it wasn't as good or something. I don't know. So far, I'm loving it. I still have 2 episodes to go, so I don't know how it's gonna end. Well, maybe I do, but you know, I haven't seen everything yet. But so far, what I've seen, I don't know, it's freaking good. Like the writing is insane to the point like I'm constantly crying. And for that, I'm very upset, and so I'm not having fun. But it's still good, you know. I don't know. Don't eat that. Nodi. Nodi. No. Don't eat that. That's not food! Don't do that! You won't like it. Oh my lord. Also, you saying you watched the Mr. Beast one, and now you kind of lost my respect. What the frick do you mean? I like how differently we say Nodi. Do you know the show Nodi? Because that's how you say it in Dutch, Nodi. I'm not 100% sure how you say it in other languages. Like, I would guess that you say it naughty in English, which kind of sounds like I'm saying naughty. You're being naughty. Stop biting that. Stop it. But yeah. It's like, it's the same with my name, where people will say Annabelle, but you should say Annabelle. Don't jump off the desk, honey, that's too high. Get on my lap instead. No. If you want to jump down, get on my lap first. No. Come cuddle with me. There we go. I forgot to hide there in stretch. I'll do it when I put the kitty down. Hi. Little cuddle bug. Hmm? Do you want to go play? Hmm? Yeah. What you want? Hmm? Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay. There you go. Go play. I can't give you the ball. I need to charge it. Sorry. It is kind of like naughty. I don't vibe with that as much. I think naughty sounds very cute. Huh? Yeah. Wanna play? Okay, I think she's gonna have some food. You gonna eat? Are you gonna drink? Wait, I need to see if she's drinking from the fountain because I got her one, but I think she's too small. I need to see if she's using it. Oh my goodness. She's using the fountain. Let's go. Oh my god. Yay! Okay, wait, so I got this. I got an automatic feeder, which there's no need to get that. I was just like, if I'm ever in bed or not feeling well enough or not home, I can like put in the app, I can set timers for when food should get in the bowl, you know? And there's a little fountain attached to it, and I know most cats are not very good at drinking. So I figured I would get her a fountain, right? But it's kind of high. It's kind of high above the ground, and she's tiny. And she can barely reach it, but she's drinking from it. Yay! Oh goodness, that makes me happy. Okay, perfect. Love that. Now let me hydrate and stretch because I almost forgot about it again. Oof, my poor back. Okay. There's so many things I want to talk about with Squid Game, honestly. But I'm just upset about some things, you know?
Hi. Was it yummy? Yeah. Was it yummy?
Hold on. I'll see if I can keep yapping, but also play with her at the same time. Because she can't really play with the toys by herself. Except for, like, the ball that rolls. But it needs to be charged. I'll just hold the little feather on the stick. It'll kind of bounce when she hits it, so I don't really need to move. But I'm gonna be looking to my left, so I hope you can still hear me if I do that. I need to keep you busy, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know, you might be able to hear the little bell that's on the feather if she's playing with it. I don't know.
Hey. Cute.
It would be cute to have a cat cam already so you can see her play. I'll try and record more videos of her being adorable and I'll put them all in the media channel. Oh, I should have charged the ball while I was streaming. I totally didn't think of that.
Dang it. Oh, you're stuck.
Okay. Anywho, I think I'm just gonna go back to streaming Skyrim again, starting Wednesday. I just wanted to do one little I'm back stream where I just yapped and didn't actually really play anything, which I'm always worried that that will be boring, and I don't think that will ever go away, but you know. Can you hear the bell? I feel like it's quite loud. I can't tell if the mic is picking it up. I don't know if it is.
She is destroying that feather, huh? Get it, get it. Get it. Oh, good job! Good job! Yeah!
She actually like bit in it and like walked away with it as if she just caught her prey. That's so cute. You can hear it. It's subtle. Should I turn down my there's no point. I should have turned down the sensitivity all the way when she was meowing, but she only does it for like a few seconds, so I feel like I wouldn't be able to react fast enough.
What?
She just went
Catch it, catch it.
Do I turn up the noise suppression like this? Can you guys hear all the background noise now if I do that? Can you hear the bell? Not sure. She's attacking that thing. You can?
Oh my goodness. Get it, get it. What's up? What's up?
She's like flinging her little paws around. Okay, anyway, let me turn the sensitivity back up a bit. There you go. Oh, noise suppression. It's not sensitivity. Whatever. You might still be able to hear it a little bit. I'm already like, I would like to have a cat cam already because she's adorable, right? Like, who wouldn't want this little baby on their screen? But at the same time, she doesn't really sit still. Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry, baby. I didn't know you were right there. I just nudged you with my toe. I'm so sorry.
Here, play with the feather.
I think it'd be really cute to have like a little cam and just see her lay somewhere and like play. But like I can't, you know? She doesn't sit still in one place for too long. If she does, it's like near the couch, which I can't set up a camera there. She would have to lay near the desk, which she doesn't. And she's playing now, but like she's moving around and I don't know. I'll see if I can maybe set something up.
Good kitty.
Woo! What, me or her?
Yeah. Hi. Did you hear it? Did you like the bedim?
Woo! This scared me. Oh, I love this one. It's so cute. I love Gribbits. For naughty.
Harry said good kitty. Well, he made Cloud say good kitty. You're welcome. Get it. Take it. Almost. Almost. She looks like a tiny little teddy bear when she's sitting on her hind legs. She does that a lot. Or like a Maki or something. Eh? You're done playing? No?
Okay. Isn't Nadine gonna be bilingual? Perhaps. To her I speak Dutch, but I speak more English in general, I think, in day-to-day life than I do Dutch. So maybe. I mean, if there's anything that she's gonna have to know, because I'm not gonna make her like sit or anything like that, like what you do with a dog. I was gonna say what you do with a boy. That has nothing to do with this. The fact that she's a girl. But anyway. um but if I would do something like that, it would be Dutch.
Oh, where'd you just go?
Oh, hi. That's my foot, honey. Why are you doing that?
Hello, pause. Bye, bye, bye. Oh my goodness. I think she likes the feather toy the most. Eh? Yeah, definitely do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Nothing.
You're laying on it. I can't do that if you. Okay.
Anywho, I'm mostly focusing on her right now. I don't even know if this is entertaining. I don't know if I should just stop streaming and play with her a little bit till she's tired again. Takes another nap. Excuse me. Can you stop? She keeps like going near my feet, which I'm fine with that, but she also does it when I'm on my PC and I don't really want her to get close to all the cables. There's too many cables here.
Stay with the cables, honey buns. You're not supposed to bite the stick.
Anyway, I'm kind of debating, should I watch Squid Game? Is it too late for that? Because I would want to watch both episodes in one go, you know? Because you know damn well, there's 6 episodes. I still need 5 and 6. You know 5 is gonna end on some kind of cliffhanger, right? Do I have it in me though? I'm gonna cry, most likely. Fuck.
Okay, I need to tire this little baby out, I think.
No, I don't have to yet. We're not gonna go to bed. It's okay.
But I should charge one of her toys. Oh, goodness.
She's so cute and so small. I guess I'm looking at her. Okay. I'm probably not entertaining in any way, shape, or form. I'm literally just kind of looking at my cat and playing with the feathers. So it hasn't been a long stream, not even 2 hours, but I kind of figured the first one wouldn't be very long because I just felt very nervous and awkward. And I was really worried that no one would show up. So I was like, I'll probably just stream for a little bit and then leave. I'm gonna try my very best to stream at regular days again, like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, around 8 p.m. my time. But you know, my tummy's still not back to normal. Oh,
What are you doing?
ma'am,
Ma'am. Where did she just go?
oh, you're right there. Oh my gosh, you scared me like that. I forgot what I was saying. Right, I'm gonna go back to try and stream at the regular days, around the regular time. We'll keep doing some more Skyrim till we're done. It's just that streams, I'm gonna try and start around 8, but you know, if my tummy doesn't allow it, I might be a little bit late. And maybe the streams won't be as long, it just kind of depends. We'll just have to see. It's gonna be maybe not as regular and not, oh my goodness, you got it! Did I let go? I'm sorry. It's not gonna be as regular and maybe as long as they used to. It might be like this for a couple of weeks, if not months. But I'm gonna try my best to stream again. Oh, it would be really cute if we could get like a Nodi emote. I'll look into that. Maybe we can get some at some point. Anywho, I'm gonna go play with the kitty cat for a little bit. And then maybe watch Squid Game. And if I do, I'm probably gonna cry. But anyway, yeah. Thanks everyone for being here. I was really worried that no one would be. So thanks for being here. I'll try and be back Wednesday around regular time with some Skyrim. I don't even remember where we left off. It's been weeks. But that's fine. I'm sure Sam will get us up to date on that. He knows too much about the game. Okay. I'll try and be back Wednesday. I'll probably keep posting videos and pictures of my little baby in the Discord because she's adorable and everyone should see her. And yeah, that'll be all for today. Not a very long stream, and I only yapped, so I apologize. But yeah, okay. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go do my thing. I hope I will see everyone Wednesday. Hope everyone has a lovely rest of your day or night. And 2 hours of straight yapping, I know. Are we surprised at this point? You know, I could yap some more, but hey, another time. Okay. I hope I'll see y'all Wednesday. Have a good night. Eat well. And I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye, Nodie.
She's too busy. She's killing a feather. She doesn't have time for this. Bye.